should say.
Yeah.
And you have a new album.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what do you feel about this? Is it your best album, or is it so? How do you feel about this?
I personally feel great about it because I mean, you're only as good as your last album. You know, every musician, every band always strives to make the next album better and better and better, but it's the fans' choice or it's the listener's choice to say, well, I like this one better than this one, but I think there's, you know, the material on this album is very strong. It shows everybody's talents extremely. You know, everybody got a chance to shine on this album, and everybody sounded just, I think, really good. You know, as if we practiced over and over and over and over, which we didn't. You know, but you know, everybody was just able to just do what they do best, and so I feel great about the album. Yeah, I think it's a strong point right now.
So, and what's your favorite song, guys? Tell me about your favorite song on the album.
I think my favorite would be "Wishing Well."
Wishing Well.
It's a great song and some progressive elements in it anyway.
Yeah.
So I really like it.
Yeah, my favorite is Sacrifice. Yeah. For the same reasons.
Yeah. And mine is Fistful of Misery, I think. That's a really catchy song. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm between Last Soul Alive and Fistful of Misery. I think it's got a good drive to it, and it's definitely fun to play on stage. You know, it's a comfortable song for me to sing, and
this taste differs.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to choose one song because they are all really good, I think.
Yeah.
So just
yeah. And once Andre said that he is not an artist who would play one set list year and year and year. So how do you balance the new songs and the old songs? How do you choose them? If there are any songs which you are sick and tired of, but while fans are going to hear it, you are going to play it.
Yeah, of course. We always have to do what's it called, Message to God.
Yeah.
Are you tired of that song?
No, I'm not tired of that song at all.
I kind of am. But
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that one and Last Goodbye. You know,
But we haven't done that for a while actually.
We done
Like,
Like 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
Yeah, we did 4 years ago, I think. But I mean, it you have to kind of develop the show to be, you know, kind of a run. You want to keep people up. Obviously, the beginning of the show, you kind of, you know, start out not slower, smaller, but, you know, I think we come out strong. The middle part of the show strong. You know, but every night, you know, that we play also, you're able to time things different in your brain and to, you know, feel the vibe of the crowd. Because we go to Japan after St. Petersburg tonight, and we know that there will be different spots there in Japan, especially me, for the front man, is where I'm going to have to work harder for people to go, you know, up, let's go. You know, the Japanese are a little bit more, what's the word, not timid, but reserved. They're a little bit more reserved sometimes, so, you know, you got to work a little bit harder there. But, you know, then we'll go to Greece and they're going to be, you know, nuts there. So, you know, last night was in Moscow was a good example of a good running show. I think the whole way through, you know, and I could see people were tired getting towards the very end of the show, which is a good thing. You know, whenever they leave, you want them to be exhausted. You want them the next day to go like, oh, man, wow, what a show last night. That was great. I'm tired, you know, but they're in their brain, they're reliving it in their mind, and they're going, God, that was so much fun. You know, we have fun on stage, I think.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was really great to see that the new songs worked really well.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
many people knew the lyrics already, and
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
always a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised at the amount of people that were singing along with the new songs that we're doing.
Yeah.
Usually, you don't see that till like 2 or 3 concert tours later or something. But yeah, now once again, I think in Japan, we'll see. I don't know. We'll be. I was pleasantly surprised too.
DC, I know I was really surprised when I read that you are monitoring Facebook or YouTube channels and watch all the videos from the concerts and delete the worst one.
No,
No.
that's
Is
not
that-
me. No, that's not me. No, I don't. No, I mean that would be. I mean, it would be Sasha.
Yeah, probably.
You know, yeah. I mean, we have somebody that monitors things. You know, and if it doesn't look, you know, there's bound. Every band, every show, or something. You know, you're bound to have some kind of on stage where you know it's a bad part or it's a bad note, and if it's not on. I mean, because there's a lot of people out there that they like posting the stuff that. You know, to make fun or like, look, they fucked up here or something. There's no need for that. I mean, this business is hard enough as it is, and you know, we've been talking a couple different times over. There's a couple. Oh, let's not call them fans. That you know they like poking fun and they like picking out things. I have memory problems, so sometimes I forget lyrics. Or whatever, and there's like one guy in particular. He'll put a video spot on there of where I mess up the lyrics, and then he types the right lyrics, and it's like, come on, why? You know, it's like being a bully.
Yeah.
You know, like on you know being a bully on the playground or something. It's not necessary. So you have those people. That's what That's what internet trolls are all about. You know, and it's not just with music. It's with anything. So, no, that's not me. I don't pull this. I do watch as much YouTube as possible because, like seeing the show from last night. It's already all the songs are there, you know. But for me, I watch it because it helps me. In the next night's show, you know, I goofed up here, I messed up there. Or I could come together, you know. One of the bands I was with before, I rejoined Royal Hunt. You know, we videotaped every show and we watched it every night on the tour bus, every night. That way, and you know, and we picked up little things to fix.
So it helps you to learn something new about your voice,
Absolutely.
about something.
Yeah, because what I hear in my ears and on stage is, you know, what is happening out front, you know. So there's a different sound, there's a different sound quality, you know. Sometimes whenever I'm singing, you know, maybe my voice sounds thin here. In fact, I was just watching in the bathroom, you know, I was watching and I watched, I think Epilogue or something like that from last night, and there was like one line. I'm like, that didn't sound so good. But so now in my brain, I already know that I'm going to sing it a little differently tonight to make it sound fuller.
Yeah, I also read about that you are recording in the USA, and the guys are recording in
Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be
Alone?
alone? Yes. Alone in your.
Yeah. It sucks a lot of time, you know, because I've always loved. I mean, I've been in a lot of studios and I work with a lot of different producers, and you know, I've been over 45 albums in my career, and I love the camaraderie of being in the studio, whether you're writing or something like that. But this is just a different situation. Times are getting extremely tough, you know. So you know, paying for me to fly over and my housing and stuff while I'm in the studio. I have a full studio in Pittsburgh, so that's where I record. And Andre and I send files to him, and he listens to me. He's like, can you change this or maybe try this, and I'll say no, and he'll say yes. I'll say no. Yeah. Once in a while we bump heads, but we make a good compromise. So yeah, sometimes not in the very beginning, but usually like I'm done in 7 to 10 days or something like that. Towards he'll listen to a couple things and he'll suggest stuff. Hey, can you try this? Can you try this? And then at the very end, he'll send me like WAV files of everything he would like me to fix, like little spots and stuff like that. And then I'll bang them out and send them off, and they're gone. And then I never get to hear anything until the album's released.
It's the same for all of us, though.
Yeah, which is kind of strange, but it's just the way it is because we're always under some kind of deadline. So.
The 15th of April is the day of rock and roll.
Huh? No.
Okay.
I know it's tax day in the United States. So.
Is it so?
With rock and roll.
Yes, today is the World Day of Rock and Roll.
Really?
Yes. And
Today's the 15th.
I would like you to name your favorite rock and roll, rock and roll band or rock and roll singer. Just let's have a fun.
Yeah, I would say Black Sabbath. Maybe Heaven and Hell, or I think that's,
Dio era.
Yeah, I prefer Dio era actually. The Humanizer is really favorite of mine.
Yeah, that is a pretty good album actually.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
the songs are brilliant.
Yeah.
The cover is not brilliant though, but everything else is great. I like the sound of it, and Dio was fantastic. Yeah.
I totally agree. But also I really love Whitesnake. Slip of the Tongue. Like it's fantastic band. Great singer.
Yeah.
And great songs.
Yeah. I have to say the Rolling Stones. It doesn't get more rock and roll than that, eh?
Yes.
Good point.
You know what I'm going to say to that. All right, I won't say it, but he's the illegitimate son of. No, okay.
Oh, here we go again, man.
No, I mean, the first band that anytime I ever get asked that question, it's always Toto. It's just Toto's been, in part of my life since I was a kid, just small.
With all this Africa.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's where it started with, but I mean, some of their stuff after that, it's just incredible. The players, Steve Lukather, I stay in touch with him every once in a while, and David Pace on keyboards is just, and I actually just saw them, I think last September or something, in the Pittsburgh area, and it was just great, It was strange because I was the only rock and roll looking person in the entire theater, and everybody else was wearing like Bermuda shorts and like old man clothing and stuff. I was quite shocked. I thought there'd be a lot more musicians, but now I was the only one with long hair. And but yeah, to me that's been always my Bobby Campbell's vocals and everything, and so I mean that's the first one that jumps out, and then. Judas Priest obviously has been a big influence with me, and I'd have to say probably Stained Class is one of my favorite albums, But yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for the interview, for coming.
Shout.
I wish you a great show.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And good luck.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now it's time to nap. Take a nap.
No, it's time for sound check.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Talk about this is really comfy here in this corner. I mean, I literally just was going to lay down.